Morning. I hope you all are having a blessed morning, whatever day it is for you. Luke 12:17. And he thought within himself, saying, What shall I do, because I have no more room where to bestow my fruits? So in Luke 12, Jesus tells a parable about a rich man whose ground brought forth plenty. And the man was so blessed that he asked himself, what shall I do now that I have all of this? But instead of asking the Father, he asks himself. He turns inward. And he starts trusting himself more than he's trusting God. And in Ephesians 2:8, Paul reminds us that our salvation, our true treasure, is not from ourselves, but it's a gift from the grace of God. And the rich man had abundance. He had abundance but no direction, prosperity but no purpose, and he forgot that it was God that gave him these blessings. And the man's problem wasn't that he didn't have blessings, but that he had outgrown his spiritual maturity. Not that his abundance was a sign of his ability, but it was really a test of humility. The rich man tried to hoard what God gave him, forgetting that God blesses us not to store things, and that we need to share them. He trusted in his works, what his hands gather, but Paul reminds us, not of works, lest any man should boast. And that's in Ephesians 2:8. How many times do we pray for blessings and then forget about God once we get them? We ask for open doors, but then once they open, we shut God out. But when grace steps in and God reminds you that it's not what makes you rich, it's his presence that makes you whole. Don't let blessings replace your belief, because everything you have can fade, but God and his love is forever. You know, this isn't exactly about money, but it's about misplaced trust. And when we talk about the rich man, he had misplaced trust. And it's about where his heart was. And it's not that he wasn't a blessed person. He was very blessed. He had everything, but his heart was still empty, and he was depending on himself. He wasn't depending on God. He was turning inward. And that's the point. It was about misplaced trust. It wasn't necessarily about money. I hope this word blessed someone, and I hope you have a blessed day.